The top 8 ways to turn off stress naturally. Stress is your body's built-in survival response that happens when your brain detects fear or danger. It's a feeling of unease where your nervous system is preparing your body to fight or run away from danger. When stress hits, your nervous system sends a signal to your diaphragm which causes you to breathe shallower and faster. Your muscles begin to tense up and store energy, especially around the shoulders, neck and jaw, and your brain goes into overdrive with racing thoughts that may ruin your sleep. Usually, stress should be a temporary situation and your nervous system should relax again by entering the rest and digest mode. But many people can stay stuck in stress mode for months or even years, unable to relax, causing a faster heartbeat, tightness in the throat, and a negative mindset where you tend to see all of the bad in the world but not the good. The good news is there are natural ways to take control of your nervous system and turn off the stress manually. And today I'll be sharing with you the 8 best ways to do this that I've personally used to restore peace in my own life. This video is for educational purposes only and was made by a real person. Always speak to your doctor if you have any health concerns. Number 1 is the Relaxation Mineral. When your body doesn't have enough magnesium, too much calcium can go into your nerve cells, causing overstimulation where your brain never seems to switch off and your adrenal glands keep pumping out stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. But getting enough magnesium helps the stress circuits to calm down in the brain to support relaxation of the nervous system. Magnesium-rich foods include avocados, pumpkin seeds, leafy greens, Brussels sprouts, wild salmon, and Valencia peanut butter. Some people also choose gentle magnesium forms like glycinate or threonate, but food sources are always the foundation. The second tip is to control your diaphragm. Stress can feel a lot worse when you think that you have no way to control it, where you wake up feeling that tension in your chest and every day feels like it's getting a bit harder. But you do have a very powerful inbuilt way to turn off the stress response by actively controlling your diaphragm muscle. All you have to do is breathe in to a count of 3 and then out to a count of 6 in a very controlled and gentle manner for a few minutes. When you exhale and breathe out slowly for twice or longer than the time that you inhaled, your diaphragm gently presses on your vagus nerve, which sends calming signals to your brain, telling it that things are safe. The longer the exhalation, the stronger the calming signal becomes. This is why meditation and breathing exercises have been used for thousands of years to help actively take control of the nervous system. So make a habit of doing this whenever you feel stressed or tension, and you'll be amazed how quickly that you're able to relax. And next you'll want to try to raise your GABA. Did you know that there is a neurotransmitter in the brain that's sole purpose is to relax your nervous system? GABA is known as the brain's brake pedal, which takes your body out of the stress, fight or flight mode when it's safe to do so. In order to raise GABA, you need to have lots of friendly bacteria and healthy microbes living in your digestive tract. But unfortunately, junk foods, medications, artificial sweeteners, and stress itself can all cause an imbalance in the bacteria, leading to long-term stress or low mood. This is called the gut-brain connection. The microbes that live in your gut make neurotransmitters like GABA and serotonin that help to keep your brain chemistry in balance. Fortunately again, you can easily boost your friendly bacteria by eating just a 1/4 cup of kefir every day. Milk kefir contains 5 times more friendly bacteria than yogurt and has Lactobacillus rhamnosus and brevis. These are the types which survive stomach acid and can colonize your large intestines. These particular microbes are linked with supporting GABA activity, which plays the role of reducing stress, helping to turn off racing thoughts coming from your prefrontal cortex and calm down the alarm system in your amygdala. By the way, if you've been under stress for a very long time, you may benefit from my structured 12-step approach. I've put together a full 12-step digital guidebook with all of the things that I personally use to restore peace in my own life. It's called Unlocking Peace from Anxiety, and I'll leave a link down below if you'd like to check it out. Now let's move on to technique number 4, morning light reset. When your body is stuck in the stress mode called the fight or flight, your adrenal glands release more cortisol. This hormone is supposed to be higher in the morning to wake you up and start your day, but with long-term stress, it tends to stay higher at night, which keeps you up and ruins your circadian rhythm, which is your natural sleep cycle. So to reset your body clock, go outside as soon as you wake up for at least 15 minutes, exposing yourself to indirect sunlight. Morning sunlight can give you blue wavelength light that hits special cells in your eyes. These send a signal to reset the master clock in your brain to help balance cortisol and reset your sleep and wake cycles, which in turn helps your body relax. Now, number 5 is very, very important. Reduce overstimulation. If small things bother you too much and you're easily stressed out by small triggers like traffic or people that annoy you, it's a good idea to reduce the things that are making you stay stuck in stress mode. I would suggest that you stop watching the news because it can put your body in a state of negativity and fear, and just read the highlights instead. And don't drink more than 1 cup of coffee a day because too much caffeine can raise your baseline stress level. Stop scrolling social media for hours at night, as it could be overstimulating your brain when it should be winding down for sleep and recovery. Spend less time with family or friends that trigger you and allocate a bit more time to relaxing activities like listening to music, for example. And minimize the amount of refined carbohydrates that you eat, which can cause blood sugar crashes and make you feel worse. It would be a good idea to make a list of your triggers and then slowly start to remove as many of them as you can, as these will be different from person to person. Now, number 6 is probably the most important on the list: improving sleep. The absolute best way to lower stress and cortisol, feel calmer, focused, and more happy is by getting more sleep. Start going to bed 1 hour earlier and giving yourself more time to relax before sleep, turning off all of those devices and blocking as much light from the room as possible. Improve your sleeping habits by going to bed at the same time every night and waking up at the same time as well. And also focus on relaxing each muscle one by one in your mind, scanning up and down to manually and consciously take control of tense muscles. Getting more sleep increases GABA, it reduces cortisol waves and helps to stabilize blood sugar the following day. And now we have the relaxation vitamins. When your cortisol hormone is high because of stress, your body makes more glucose, which is sugar, and it uses up B vitamins, especially B1, to convert this extra sugar into energy. But since B vitamins are needed to control your nerves, long-term stress can deplete them, and low levels can contribute to restlessness or nervous built-up energy. To replenish your B vitamins, simply sprinkle nutritional yeast flakes onto your salads, stews, or in yogurt. Because B vitamins are water soluble and they're absorbed quickly, many people notice a sense of calmness when they get enough of them. And number 8 is one of my personal favourites, lavender oil. Lavender has natural compounds like linalool, which are linked with calming effects when they're inhaled. Just place a few drops on a pillow at night before you go to bed to signal your brain's alarm system that you're perfectly safe. The lavender plant has been used for centuries in teas, oils, and sleep rituals to calm down overexcited nerves and relax the body. So for a quick summary, here's 8 excellent ways to help turn off the stress response. Eat foods rich in magnesium, the relaxation mineral. Breathe out for longer than you breathe in to stimulate the vagus nerve and relax. Eat kefir to help your gut microbes make more GABA. Get morning sunlight to help reset your cortisol waves. Reduce stimulants like bad news, caffeine and social media. Focus on getting more sleep, eating nutritional yeast for B vitamins, or using lavender essential oil for relaxation. And for a more in-depth practical 12-step guide, check out my digital guidebook, Unlocking Peace from Anxiety. The link is down below the video. If you found my video useful, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.